Hello, everyone. I'm Richard Fredrickson, and this is Business Profiles here on Channel 6 and YouTube. And you are welcome to join in my conversation with my good friend Diane Harris, who is the owner, operator, and everything that is amazing at It Is Amazing in downtown Joliet. Diane, how are you?
Hi, Richard. Good to be on with you today.
What we're going to do, we're going to sell all of the prep that we did for this show. We're going to charge them $19.95 for all the outtakes. How about that? Hey, I am so happy to be able to share you and your store, your business, your background, because you're a very special person. And before we get into the store, which we are going to talk all about, It Is Amazing in downtown Joliet at 76 North Chicago Street. And we'll give the website and all the contact information for the folks. But I want to know a little bit about you. Are you a Joliet girl, by the way?
Actually, I am, Richard. I am born, raised right here in Joliet. I attended the public schools and graduated at the Joliet Junior College, and then did some studying at University of St. Francis, and then graduated, of course, from the University of Phoenix. But the passion for the fashions, came out of the grade school. We had
really. What grade school was that?
It was called Eliza Kelly.
Sure.
It was down on McDonough Street, and then they changed it to the Harvey Brooks Center years later.
Yeah.
But
now, you went to Central, correct?
I went to Joliet Central. I am a steel man.
And,
yeah.
In high school, you got this idea back in grade school. So what did you do with that idea in high school? Anything?
Well, we focused on home economics at Central, and you either focused on the cooking or the sewing. I kind of preferred the sewing class. We had a wonderful teacher, and we had opportunity to pick items to make. And since I had already been dabbling in sewing a little bit, it was pretty comfortable for me to be in the sewing class. So we pick items to make, and I used to like the tailored outfits because they had a little bit more cutting, a little bit more stitching and sewing in that. So shortly after that, I just stayed involved in the clothing. I just passion for fashion. I think that's kind of how that kind of went through. And of course, after I left high school, things somewhat changed. I started working over at City Hall, but still like those really nice pieces of cuts, lines of fabric, well made. And so while I was working at City Hall, I'd always come downtown, and there was this store called Wolfson's. And I'd come in and take a look around, and I think my whole check used to go there. I think my whole check used to go there. I'd go in there so often, Richard, and the lady that was there, she says, "Would you like to work here?" And I'm like, "Oh, I would love to." And sure enough, I started working here part-time. I'd leave City Hall, I'd walk over here and would sell. They had the beautiful knits. They'd call them Butte knits. It was just a wonderful store. And to top it off, the same location. This is the same location.
Really? 76
North on Chicago Street. Yes, it is amazing. It really is. Just to think that I used to frequent this store right out of high school, and then to turn around and to have a store in the same location. It's just all amazing to me.
It is amazing. It's great. So how many years you work at City Hall until you started your business?
No, I worked at City Hall right out of high school.
Okay.
I worked there for about 6 years. And then after that, I did a little work at Will County. And then after that, I went to ComEd, and I stayed there my entire life, 32 years.
Well, not your entire life.
Well, my entire adult life.
There you go.
Yeah, starting over again now.
you got a great chapter. And, maybe we'll stop here and we'll get to the store. Knowing your story, you were in the corporate world for a long time. What would your advice be? Share it for maybe some of the younger women who are watching here some of the older women who will pass this information on to nieces and nephews and daughters, and dads who are watching can pass that along as well. A little bit of sage advice from It Is Amazing Lady.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I would say the main thing is it's your dream. And keep in mind, not everybody is going to be enthused about your dream. So you can't really share it with everyone. You have to select a few people, even if it's just one, and you talk about it, you tell them about it. Because if you tell everyone your dream, like I say, it's not theirs, and they may not be enthused about it, and they're going to give you all the negatives. And of course, with you not having a business, you listen to the people because, they may be experienced at having one or they may not. You get a lot of people that'll give you information and they've not even had a business. But my point is, you don't have to share it. Follow your dreams. You'll get the naysayers, but you just follow your dream. If it's something you want, like I say, you share it with maybe one or two people, and you don't tell them anything until the door is ready to open.
I was with you a day or two before you had your grand opening, and then you had a soft opening, then a grand opening. How did that work out for you? There's an anniversary. We'll talk about that, but that was what, 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was two years ago. I opened in April. Opened the store in April, but of course I didn't have the inventory at that point because originally this store was supposed to be consignment and secondhand, and this is called the B2 district. It's only for retail. It's not to be resale. So when I went to the city hall, they explained to me, well, you'd have to petition, the council, and there's a fee for this. And then I said, well, maybe I'll just do retail. It didn't have to be resale. I just knew a lot of ladies that had clothes that they wanted to deplete from their closet. So I didn't have to worry about finding inventory. So that didn't work out. And after I called them all, I said, hey, you got to put those things back in your closet because I won't need them. What do you mean I won't need them? I said, well, what do you mean you won't need them? I said, I won't be needing them because the store is going to be retail. It won't be resale. So that was kind of exciting, but it is amazing. Is the store located right downtown? We do focus on upscale clothing at affordable cost, and our motto is, if you look good, you feel good. So we want to have the clothing that individuals feel comfortable in wearing and enjoy the atmosphere when they come in. I hope I'm not getting too far ahead of myself. I almost kind of missed what I was going to say.
You go back. It's okay.
Okay. What I wanted to go back to the advice. The main thing was just you don't have to share your dream with everyone because it's only your dream. Once it's developed, then you can. But I wanted to say, follow it. Follow your dream. If you believe in it, if you're totally gung-ho on that is something you want to do, don't give up. There'll be bumpy roads in the way, but you can get over those hurdles. And if it's your dream, you can make it come true. And you have to love what you do. It can't be what someone else wants for you. It has to be what you want for yourself. But that's kind of what I wanted to say about the advice part.
Well said. Well said. One of the other things that we don't want to skip over, because it's important to you, I know, that would be your family. Tell me about your family.
Oh, okay. I have a beautiful family. There is one thing in terms of sacrifices. When you do things, sometimes you have to make some sacrifices. I've been married twice, but both husbands, we're friends. We can communicate, so that's a good thing. But I have 3 children, two adults, well, actually 3 adult children. I have one that just graduated from high school, so he's no longer considered a kid. So I have to add him to the 3 adult children. So 2 of them live out in San Diego. My oldest son, who everybody graduated from Joliet Central. My oldest son graduated from Illinois State with a broadcast journalism degree. Now, his idea was to move to New York, but it was during 9/11, so he got stuck and he ended up going west. So he's in San Diego. My daughter, who's in San Diego as well, has a degree in music education, and so she's out in there as well. So everybody's alumni from Joliet Central, and then my little fellow who just graduated in 20. So hopefully he's going to attend University of St. Francis or Joliet Junior College, or he may even be like his mom and decide, well, I'll go to college later on in life. I may not go right away. So we'll see how that goes. And then I have two dogs. Princess and Rambo. And Rambo, I think everybody in the neighborhood knows Rambo because he likes to get around a little. So as a matter of fact, Sue Bornhorfen over at the mansion, she brought him back home to me one day. She says, "This is your dog." I'm like, yeah, what in the world is he doing way over there?
Amazing, amazing.
But
speaking of it's amazing, we want to make sure that people know, once again, I'm talking to Diane Harris, and the store is over at 76 North Chicago Street, downtown Joliet. And you've got an anniversary sale. Actually, it began last month, and it continues on till when? About how long will your anniversary sale go?
Well, actually, because of COVID, we had the anniversary somewhat later, but it started May 15th, and it's been going on since then. And I'll probably have it all the way up until probably August 1st. I think
because the store was closed for so many weeks.
Oh, yeah. We were closed from March 11th. As a matter of fact, when the high school closed, that's when we closed. That I would say March 11th, that Friday, and then we were closed. And then shortly after that, maybe 2.5 months later, we started doing the curbside pickup. Individuals would purchase a couple of items online, and I'd come down here and wrap it up and give it to them at the curbside. That really didn't work out. I didn't have many sales, but there were one every now and then. But that curbside and that pandemic and the shutdown, boy, that really was a bummer.
Yeah. It's kind of like, and I've had this conversation with several people, the one business that's done so well during all of this, of course, is Amazon, and all the deliveries and people making those deliveries. But the one thing, and actually Scott Slocum talked about this on WJOL a couple of weeks ago. This is good. This is both men and women for the most part. When you're buying clothes, it's not that easy to buy clothes unless you can touch them, look at them, and try them on a little bit, and just say, that's my size, and that really fits me real well. I love the color, the design, etc. And that is, I think, amazing, and perfect for it is amazing.
And Richard, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. That was one of the key features of why the store developed, because of course during the time, online sales are hot. But there are still a certain group of people, a large percentage, who still want to feel the fabric. They want to try it on and know that when they leave with it, that it will fit. And just the idea of seeing someone and checking out at a register and getting a smile, that kind of thing. I love it. And the individuals who have shopped here, I'm sure they feel the same way, because you come in, you get the feel of that you're shopping. Now, granted, there are times when you have to get something online because you need it like right away. It may be an item that is a specialty item that may not be in a store, and you have to order it. But if you have the time and you're used to feeling the fabric, nothing beats it. Nothing beats it, because then you eliminate the time of shipping. You have it in your hand on the same day. You don't have to wait for it and then it doesn't fit. Now you have to send it back and you have to wait again. So again, nothing beats the brick and mortar coming into the store and to get a smile from
That's right.
Your friendly salespeople here at It Is Amazing.
Well, it is all packaged up with the experience, and people want that experience. There's two types of folks out there. They're the ones who are used to service and want that kind of service, want that kind of experience. And then you have the others who really have been brought up with, I'll just order this like that. And they come in that store and it's a whole new experience. And that generation will learn that this is really a great way to purchase and buy. There's other things you can buy online, but clothing, I think, should be bought in place. Speaking of online, however, you do have a website, and we'll show that to you right down here. And the website is, do the W thing, and then it is altogether. It is amazing. It's all one word. It is amazing. .biz, correct?
That is correct. That is correct. Okay. www.itisamazing.biz.
Just like it says out here.
Yeah, and some individuals say, well, it says thrift. Well, remember, excuse me, originally it was supposed to be a resale shop. So I had already created the domain. So rather than to change the domain, start all over again, we just did what we call an internal point. So if you put in itisamazing.biz, even though it's under It Is Amazing Thrift, it will point to biz and it'll point to thrift and it'll come up as biz like it should be. See, that's some of that techie stuff. You have to be a techie to understand that.
Well, I get the point. The phone number is an easy one, though, and we do the 815. Then we come up with 582, and then we put in 4995, and you've got the phone right there for you as well. Tell me, give me where you're at. I know you can't be moving around, but we're going to put some things in. I think our great producer, Saul Garcia, will do some of that, and we can take a look at the store. Kind of give us a little bit of a concept of what we find when we open up the door, we walk into It Is Amazing.
Well, when you come into It Is Amazing, the first thing we want is you to feel very awed. Oh, we want you to say, wow, this is really nice. That's our focus. Our just backing up a little, our display window will always have a theme, depending on the holiday. If it's a holiday, if it's an event that's going on downtown, if it's something that's national, that's what our display window will show, that theme, the colors, the garments that we tie together. And then when you come in, we try to show you our new arrivals. And then you go through the store. We have displays of all types, and we have mannequins that are dressed really, really nice. I get some ladies that say, "Why would you always have these little skinny mannequins? Nobody can fit that." And I say, "Oh yeah, we have your size too. That's just the mannequins that we have." But anyway, I was able to look up on getting another type of mannequin, and so now every size is addressed in our store. So, again, you go through, I love lighting. We have a lot of lighting in the store. And we have, a lot of seating. So it's very, very comfortable. If I had a little bit more room, I would have a piano and a piano player. But I don't quite have enough room yet, and I don't have that piano yet. But that is something that might be coming as well. But it just gives you an experience that you feel very comfortable, has a very high end, but the garments or the individual garments are not really pricey. Some of them do get a little on the higher end, but it's pretty comfortable, I think, as being a shopper, a thrift shopper, or I should say a sale shopper. Our prices are pretty reasonable. That's why we call it upscale clothing at affordable cost. So that's what we do. And I do have a few salespeople that are usually here sometimes, but we don't like to walk with the people when they come in. We like them to feel comfortable, and once they get in and kind of look around, then we like to know if there's something we can help them with. But as a shopper, I tend to just like to browse first. And then if I have some questions, I'd like, a salesman to be available. But that's what you'll find when you come here. We have a few pieces of antique furniture. We have different departments. I had a lady that came in, and she helped. We changed the store around. So if anybody has been in the first 2 years, then you'll see there is a different layout. Our men's department was in the back. We kind of moved that to the front. Because there are a couple of gentlemen that come in here, lawyers down the street. They come in quite often and say, "Oh, you always have to walk way back here. I'm in a hurry, I got to get to court." I'm like, okay. So we did a little change, and now it's in the front, so they can just come in, find what they need. And it's usually a nice tie, and rarely a tie and a shirt, but it's kind of like tie, a pair of socks, and keep it moving, which we want to cater to everybody, both men and women. And we do have children's clothes as well. So, but like I say, we want to cater to everybody, because everybody is amazing when they come through the store.
That is true. That is so true. And you are amazing. The sale is on now. And what are we talking about percentage-wise?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the sale, again, the sale started May 15th, and we'll probably take it all the way through August 1st. Everything in the store is 75% off. Now, anyone that knows sales know that is a good one. So yes, that is a good one. And the reason why we have that is we're trying to eliminate all of the things that we have, and we're going to be changing our inventory with new vendors. We're going to try to focus on all made in America. Yeah, we're going to try it now. If you're in the clothing, sometimes that can be very difficult. It'll say made in America, but it may be, come from somewhere else. But anyway, we're going to try to focus on that. And we're going to have a new line of men's clothing, just a few more, maybe some sport coats and things of that nature, not suits. We're not going to get into that, but just maybe some suits. But the sale, everything is 75% off, except for the masks. The masks are not on sale. The masks are not on sale. And to be honest, I have been selling masks ever since the store has opened. This is one, ice cream cone. This one is so cute. And these are all handmade. And if you like gingham, and they're all reversible. So when you buy one mask, you're really getting two. So you're getting a good product for your money. So something like this mask with a double reversible, you're getting two. And this one here, if you're into the Marvel characters, we have them all. We have them all. No,
that's great.
We have the bling bling.
Oh, yes.
Like to bling it up, So, and these are sold online as well. But it's always good, again, to come in and see what we have and build them and check out the masks. We have really been selling these masks, really. So
and the parking in that area, when you look at the deck, and then also the really, it's not new, but it's been newly paved and everything. You've got parking within, I would say, easy walking distance to the store, and also right in that close area, you got restaurants, and you've got your city and county offices down there. Joliet is the capital of Will County, and so I imagine you get all kinds of different people coming in. And we want to invite each and every one of you who've never been downtown in Joliet shopping, that you can do that. And it is amazing. Now, Diane, aside from and above and beyond your retail experience, what other things are you up to and involved in?
Well, for one, I sit on a board with you, Richard, over at the Joliet City Center Partnership. And yes. I'm a new member there, and I'm really, really excited about being one of the new board members. Because, of course, we definitely want to focus on downtown and help be all that we can be to help revitalize. And then I'm also a member of the National Hookup of Black Women. I've been a member there for going on, I would say, about 10 years. And also, I am a new Zancian.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah, it'll be a year. Well, I just turned a year that I'm a member of being a Zanchin. And I'm also on the board of the Cathedral Area Preservation Association. That's CAPA. That's where I live. And it's a wonderful organization. And all of the neighbors it's just a wonderful neighborhood. I enjoy living there. I've been there for about going on 21 years. And I really like that. And also I belong to two chambers. You know, we have the Joliet Chamber I'm a member of with my insurance business. And also I'm a member of the South Suburban Region Black Chamber of Commerce as well. So yeah. Oh, and my favorite seat. I am a library trustee. The library trustees, we have a wonderful time together. We enjoy meeting, and I'm going into my third term, and we have a wonderful group of people, and we love to serve our patrons and try to make sure everything's resolved, and anything that's a problem, we try to make sure it's all resolved. So I've been, pretty well involved since I retired, and I think that's one of those sacrifices I've said, that sometimes you make sacrifices for your own time, and you don't, it's all about you, but it's not really about you. One of these days I'm just going to say, that's it. I'm not doing anything else. It's going to be all about me.
Well, that'll never happen. And you're not retired by any stretch of the imagination with all that going on and more. There's a lot more in addition to that. One of the things that before we close up our conversation here today, we mentioned your website, which we'll have on there, and we mentioned your phone number, but you also have some social media exposure as well.
Oh, yeah. I am on Instagram. Instagram is, I think, It Is Amazing Downtown Joliet. Yeah, it is Amazing Downtown Joliet. That's the Instagram hashtag. I'm also on LinkedIn, and I have a Twitter account. I always tweet the new fashions, or if individuals come in, I like to do you mind if I take your picture? They kind of like that. And a lot of times some people will come in, yeah, I saw my buddy online and she bought this, and do you have this in my size? So, it's fun, but it's also word of mouth type of sale advertising. But yeah, Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. I have a Facebook account, and that's very easy to find. It is amazing. That's it. And it should pop right up. Some people call it It's Amazing. Some say it is amazing. But It Is Amazing is the correct name. And it's all one. It's all together. If you look it up in the dictionary, of course, that there's no such thing, but it really is, because it's right here live.
And you're right there. Diane, thank you so much for our visit. We'll do this again, and the best to you, and keep healthy and keep safe. And don't forget, once again, if you're downtown on any kind of business whatsoever, stop in and buy a mask. You'll be one of the sharpest people on the block with your new mask.
Right. That's right. Richard, thank you. Thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate it. And again, come in and get those masks so we can continue to fight this pandemic.
Yeah. Diane Harris, thank you so much. It Is Amazing, downtown Joliet at 76 North Chicago Street. I'm Richard Fredrickson, and this has been another in a series of Business Profiles.